All right, so I thought I would do something kind of different today. I did a video earlier in Shorts about pandas, and here's the thing. I don't completely agree with the fact that pandas are useless. I think that every animal has its... there's a reason every animal is here. There's a reason every animal's alive, regardless of whether or not you like them or not. Every animal is valuable to the ecosystem in some way. But there are animals like pandas that have been on their way out for a very long time. And what I mean by that is there are animals like pandas that, evolutionarily speaking, if we never showed up, would have been gone very soon, a few thousand years maybe. I mean, they are not long-lived animals, and they broke off from their predecessors about 200,000 years ago, something like that, and the other pandas ate more meat. These guys literally only eat bamboo, and they are just so bad at everything they do. So we're going to go through this list, and we're going to talk about it. Pandas are indeed lovable, funny creatures, but most of the time they spend their days just lazing around, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Pandas don't do anything. Pandas are useless because they don't do anything. Yes, throughout the day they eat a bunch of bamboo and then sleep. The moment they wake up, they start eating and then fall asleep. When they're not sleeping or eating, they just lie on their back and do nothing. In fact, pandas are so lazy they don't even want to walk. They roll. They also find it tiring to mate. You'll see videos of pandas. Yeah, I mean, they are pretty lazy. I mean, the article's got a point. Useless doesn't exactly mean that, I don't know. That's just an opinion at that point. Waste of funds. Giant pandas have won the jackpot on being preserved, which needs lots of funding. But there are nothing special about them to spend money on. Only 80 of the 20,000 species of animals that are in danger of extinction receive conservation funding. But 61% of conservation campaigns raise funds only for these so-called celebrity species. According to the conservationists, pandas are a waste of money. I mean, we look at them, they're cute, cuddly, and funny looking, and we like them, so we want to make sure they stick around. And there are plenty of other species that are integral to their environment that we don't really give a crap about, or animals that just disappear on a daily basis and we're like, oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like all these rhinos. How many rhino species have gone extinct that you don't really hear much about until they're extinct? So pandas do not have much of an importance to the ecosystem. Pandas don't have much importance to the ecosystem, so extinction of the giant panda will have no significant effect. Other species like bees are responsible for pollinating over 250,000 different plant species, but their species is endangered as well, and they are not so privileged. Tiger sharks are at risk of extinction as well. These top little predators play a key role in maintaining populations of different species. Giant pandas only help spreading seeds. They do not have any other contributions or importance to the ecosystem, so focusing on preservation of a single species means neglecting the other endangered species. Whole ecosystems are in danger of collapsing if we continue to prioritize only pandas. Furthermore, they are not only useless for our ecosystem, but also unsuccessful creatures of evolution. This article is kind of harsh, but I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, any sort of spreading of seeds is important. Any sort of spreading of seeds. So, even if that's all they did, it still is important. Pandas are a failure of evolution. The ancestors of pandas used to be carnivores, like I said earlier. They were hunters by nature, but they gradually lost their umami taste receptors and turned to bamboo. They entirely shifted to bamboo instead of meat. Ooh, can you imagine not being able to taste umami? That would be a terrible way to live. That's like my favorite flavor. They have lost their taste receptors, but still have the digestion system of carnivore, but their diet consists entirely of bamboo. Therefore, they are majorly lacking the amount of protein and lipids. They are also not getting different nutrients that would be provided by meat. And this leads to their lack of energy. This is why they can't do anything other than stuffing their stomachs with bamboo, so basically they evolved to become lazy and do nothing much. So it's kind of like vegans. Yeah, can you survive on only plants? Sure, but you're not going to have the energy. You're not going to have the same energy. I'm going to have a vegan in the comment. That's not true. Yeah, okay. I might be fat, but I have energy. I eat a lot of meat. I would love to have a carnivore-only diet. Actually, I like vegetables too. I can't say that. I do. I eat a lot more vegetables than I eat meat, but I eat a lot of meat still. Breeding pandas is hard. It is extremely challenging for giant pandas to successfully mate. It's because of their laziness and lack of activity. They are so naive that many of them do not want to engage in sexual activity. Moreover, reproduction is far more difficult for pandas who are kept in captivity. Pandas that are born and raised in captivity do not even know how to reproduce. So they're so dumb they can't even fuck. Nice. Each female panda experiences estrus about 24 to 72 hours. The season is so short that most of the pandas do not even realize it. It is only possible for male pandas to have sexual encounters within this short time. However, male pandas have their own reproductive cycle, and in the summer season, they have no interest in having sexual relations. This amount of attention and time they are given for all these, this does not make them very much useful. Furthermore, they are just bad at mating, but also at parenting. So basically, okay, so every other species on Earth pretty much doesn't have this issue. Every other species on Earth, the male is a horn dog and will do whatever he can to get it in, so to speak, any opportunity he can. And during the breeding season, there are animals that will literally screw themselves to death. Humans are literally can do it 365 days a year. Females don't exactly like it as much, not all the time. You get the point. On average, most women don't want to do it as much as men, but anytime they get that opportunity, the men are just right there. Pandas are so bad at this that they literally don't even have a cycle that adds up. The males don't even want to do it sometimes. So if all that's not literally, it could take one generation for pandas to go extinct if their cycles their cycles aren't lined up. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Pandas are bad at parenting. Pandas are bad at handling their babies after giving birth to them. When a panda gives birth for the first time, it does not recognize its newborn babies. 50% of the time, they will have twins, but if they give birth to more than one, they will reject any one of them. The reason they do this is not that they don't have enough milk. Yeah, because they don't have enough protein in their diet and things to make milk. Because they eat fucking bamboo. At Chengdu Research Base of Giant Panda Breeding, when a panda mother gives birth to twins, the staff does a trick. Keepers take one of the newborns away shortly after delivery. That leaves the mother to believe that she only has one baby to care for. The identical twins are then switched up to 10 times a day. This is kept up to up the appearance of a single baby panda. It shows that they are so useless that they cannot even take care of their own babies. However, it does not stop there. They also don't know how to survive on their own. Okay, so there are plenty of animals that just let their literally there are things that lay eggs and leave. But the thing is when the eggs hatch, they are basically miniature versions of adults, like reptiles and birds. Well, birds need a little bit more care, but reptiles, a good majority of the species of reptiles and sharks and fish and also, they can take care of themselves. Pandas are mammals. They need care. Mammals need care. Even marsupials who get a head start because they're born super early and they still need to be taken care of by the mother. Pandas won't even take care of their babies that need milk in order to grow up. They're asking to die off. Pandas cannot take care of themselves. Pandas are so helpless and useless that they cannot even take care of themselves. They cannot survive without external care. If you see videos of preservation centers, you will see they are constantly attended by caretakers. The caretakers feed them, give them baths, entertain them, and whatnot. So this proves they are not only useless. That's kind of a bad... That's not really as we get to a point. In the wild, I'm sure they take care of themselves the way they need to, at least as much as possible. So, I don't know about that one. Pandas are not only lazy, but they are dumb, which leads to them being useless. Man, these guys hate pandas. The panda is one of the species on the planet that has the least amount of intelligence. Dumb and lazy, like, this is kind of, I don't know about that. Pandas sleep a lot. A lot of animals sleep a lot. I don't really give a shit about that. Falling out of trees. Yeah, they do climb and fall out of trees. They are kind of on the dumb side. I'm not saying they're not super intelligent, but they're definitely on the dumb side. And they will climb a tree and just fall out. I mean, lack of interaction. Giant pandas are known to be loners and peaceful animals. That is why they do not interact with other species and not much with themselves. The only time it communicates with members of its own species is during mating season. Moreover, pandas do not have relationships with others that are long-lasting. Their diet does not give them much energy. That is why that is why alone and on shallow slopes. So a species that does not have interact with its own kind, how can it be useful? Giant pandas are extremely cute and adorable. However, some people just simply call them useless because of their behavior. Despite that, I still love them no matter what. In addition, they are still part of the environment. All animals deserve to be loved and taken care of. Well, unlike the common belief, pandas can be useful too. Click here to know how. This is a weird article, and it's called bestofpanda.com. So they obviously love pandas, but what I don't understand is why they shit on them so much. I mean, they made some good points. There are definitely good points. Basically, the whole reason I made this video is because it is true. Pandas, pandas were on an evolutionary dead end. They split off. They basically evolved to be a certain way, and that certain way of living is not a sustainable one. They are not going to last as a species that terribly long. Should we protect them? Absolutely. They were here when we were here. Like, we're one of the reasons their food is depleting. I 100% believe we need to do our best to take care of them. With that being said, we can't act like we're the only reasons that they're going extinct. Pandas are just... There is a limit, I believe, to... If it wasn't for us, they'd be wiped out regardless. Whether it be 1,000 years or another 10,000 years. Like, they're on their way down. So, I mean, again, every animal's important. Every animal deserves life, and if we have anything to do with, I believe, us... I mean, I don't care what people say. I think we are above animals when it comes to our intelligence, when it comes to a lot of things. Now, being above animals does not mean that we should treat them like garbage. I think we are intelligent enough that we should take care of what we have and save what we can. And we have this, with great power comes great responsibility sort of thing. We have the ability to do good here, and a lot of these animals, although 99% of the animals who have ever existed have gone extinct, we only got one Earth right now, and we need to do our best to take care of the things that live on this Earth, including things that are considered useless like pandas. So yeah, that's kind of my final thoughts on that. I mean, let me know what you guys think down below. I'm sure that some of you might disagree with me, but I know a lot of people do agree with me. I've had a lot of comments already this morning from the other videos I made about this, the shorts and stuff. So let me know what you guys think. Also, start tagging me if you go to like my TikTok or Instagram or whatever, or I'm gonna put my email in the description. If you guys have stories that you want me to go over, articles and stuff like that, I'm gonna give you guys the ability to message me. God, my hairline is fucking terrible. Where's a Keep sponsorship when I need it? Jesus Christ. Is that better right there? Is that better right there? No, that's... There we go. But, yeah, I'm going to put that in the description. So if you want to email me with an article that you want me to go over, I'm going to do one of these a day. And I'm doing these daily as much as I possibly can. Just these, I don't take much editing. I just talk, ramble, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to try to do one really well put together video a week. That way I can, do the editing and I need to do buy props, blah, 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 research, all that good stuff. And, maybe if it gets to a point, it might be longer in the span of things, but that's my goal. And also I'm going to be doing a lot of herping here pretty soon when a couple more things fall together. So I'm going to be doing other types of content. There's just going to be so much content and so many different types of content. I'll have a little bit of something for everybody, for in the animal community, that is. But thank you guys for watching, and you'll have a good rest of your day.